all over California, right here to create some beautiful artwork that will hopefully help us raise some money for the
What a lot of people don't know is that a lot of these graffiti artists here that you're seeing in these videos, they are professional designers, and some of them are like Agana. She runs a youth center in Oakland. People don't always know this stuff. So they're in professional positions, people that work for the county, the city, but they still like to do craft on the side.
We're out here in Visalia.
What's up, everybody? My name is Lex28. I'm here to show my work. Basically, represent myself and represent the painter. Right? Whenever I can get my camera and go back to paper. When I go taste the arts, the mic session going to the crew, it's collecting, getting out there, very quickly. So please come support. This is me, Lex28.
And we offer workshops on spray paint, showing everyone how to develop.
$300 winner is
Yo, it's Kale representing K2S, Los Angeles.
This is
Right here in Visalia.
He won. This right there is a little place saying one love.
Free battle here, you know,
That's not a game. This means what's up,
positive. I really appreciate the attention. I really appreciate
That was the message for that contest. He has the chance to portray that as best as possible. And this is, he won the contest that's sponsored by Tulare County Step Up, which is like a violence prevention program for the younger. They've been sponsoring us for 5 years. She was on a reality show last year.
My name is Samuel Ayala, and San Jose, California. She was based on arts a couple years back. Usually, my work consists of portraits.
Just painted
What I usually mix up in portrait, like,
we were in Japan.
I'm really happy to be here.
He's a really good friend. He did some
I'm Zaga Control in the Bay Area. I'm here for the Taste of Arts event,
He's done
and
tons
here
of
on my
big
feet.
things for Google, So this is what our events look like in Visalia.
And TCR 2013.
Like I was telling you, a lot of times, this is a workshop where we're just letting people experiment with spray paint. And even though you see a bunch of scribbles there, we're just showing them how this works. And then what you didn't see there is that there's another wall where they're actually coloring a mural and participating in pictures. So what we try to do really is reintroduce spray paint as an art tool, as a creative tool. There's more videos maybe later I'll show. So back to these. Back to these right here. We picked the Shepherd Ferry style. It's actually going to be on our local mural if we're approved. So looking at this, you know, going back to visual communication, this does say something down here, right? If you can read that. But without reading that, what does this image tell you?
USA?
Yeah, what is it? What do you see? What do you see in there?
Flag, cars, bed, fire. They're all the same. Nobody's different. No race.
We're all the same. Nobody's different. What else?
No race.
No race?
Yeah.
No race. What else? Anybody else? What do you see? What's different about her?
Well, she's from the place over there that they don't let them speak, drive, and all of those things, and she wanted to be noticed that she's even from over there, but over here she has some rights.
So yeah, she's from another culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you're getting at, is that she's from another culture where in some areas those people, women in particular, are deprived of certain things. Not everywhere, but she is of another culture. Does anybody know?
She's Arabic.
She could be Arabic. I don't know that. She could be Arabic, but by wearing this, she's
wearing
what?
the jihad, right?
She's Muslim, so she's Muslim. She's wearing the hijab. You said yes. So this tells you that she's Muslim, right? She's wearing that. And then, like you said, there's something else to that. So she's showing her cultural background with pride. But then on the flip side, she's also showing you that she's American, right? So her hijab is the U.S. flag. This is a really powerful piece, especially with all the misconceptions and people not really understanding Muslim. Media does a lot, to like scare people. So we could do it a little bit, but you know what? You have a pencil. You can get started. That's why I gave you guys pencils, because you could just start drawing whenever you want. So I'm giving you ideas because then we're all going to participate. You're all going to make your own little canvas. So visually, that's what this represents. This is an American Muslim, and the poster is telling you that Muslims are not, aliens, shouldn't be alienated, because they have been here for many, many years, and they're also American, right?
They came here to get the opportunities here that they can't get in their country.
Perhaps. That's pretty much why all cultures that are not Native American came here, right? Native American and Native Mexican. There's a lot of Mexican Native people that were separated by that border. So anybody who is not descended from Mexico, and some of them, because this was all part of Mexico, and or Native American came here for that reason. So this one, it's just open for discussion. Like, what do we see here? What do you guys think? This is one of his posters translated into a wall. Now it's a mural for everyone to see. So if you didn't go to that gallery and see the poster prints, now you have the opportunity. This is free for the public to enjoy, and that's what I love about murals. So my wife said something that was really, really interesting. She said, art is really like a luxury thing, right? So you have to pay to go into galleries sometimes. Art can be very expensive. And that's what's really cool about public murals and public art, is that you're making it open for everyone. It's free, it's accessible. Does anybody see anything in here?
That third eye mantra.
I have an idea of what it could mean to me, but I really don't know, to be honest. So I'm just kind of interested in maybe what you guys think. Anybody? You can jump in. Just because you're staff doesn't mean you're left out. You can grab a canvas too and a pencil. So I see this woman. She's kind of got her hands. She's embracing something or holding something up, right? And that something is an eye. And what could that represent?
Pretty sure it's like that saying like embrace, open your third eye so you can see like the reality of things.
There it is. It could be it. So you see how, and that's pretty much what I got out of it. It could be spiritual, and it could probably even be like subconsciously, like, yo, pay attention to what's cracking. Her eyes are closed, but she's showcasing this eye for vision, right? So yeah, I like how we just kind of came up with that. This one, I don't know the whole story behind it. I think if you guys are familiar with it, I want to say that the foundation of this piece is Ukrainian, Russian. And what do you guys think of when you see the picture? You don't even have to know about it. Like, I know how it kind of makes me feel. Don't be shy. What do you think? What is she holding? A flower. So what does a flower represent? Beautiful. Right? Beauty. What else? What does a flower do?
Opens up.
It opens up, it blossoms, it grows, right? So when I see this picture, I kind of see that message, that this is about beauty and growing and you know, and so on. All right, next one. This is a really cool mural. One of my favorite artists. I think he's probably a lot of people's favorite. Ellen Mack. This is all done with spray paint. Actually, I didn't. The pieces I showed you before, some of those are he uses a lot of spray paint also. This is all done with spray paint. This is painted in San Jose. I'm excited to see this go up because I used to be a regular at this park. This is at the children's park over there. This will be the last one. What do you guys see in this picture?
Flowers.
Again, right? Again with the flower? Which is, what kind of flower? Does anybody know what that flower is? A lotus. Right. What were you saying?
Oh, based on what you said, and it's like a girl portraying that power.
Right. Oh, yes. And that goes with the story. Because this one I kind of know about. What is it?
She's young.
She's young. What else?
Do you treat the world like I'm telling you, let it grow, prosper, and take care of it?
Ooh, look at him, look at him. Did you hear that?
It's basically saying like the world's like a flower, you need to let it grow, prosper, and take care of it, so it can be like a beautiful thing.
Beautiful. Hey, that was great.
Wait,
That was good.
Who doesn't
I told It's holding up the earth. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So this young lady, and I forget her name, but she has become very famous for advocating for migrant workers. And you know, when all this stuff went down and they're trying to get rid of immigrants, this little girl's, I think her dad got deported, and she started speaking her story. And once her dad came back, she kept doing it. I think she's from Oaxaca. I'm not 100% sure, but she's amazing. This little girl's like it gives me chills. Like, she's just on point. She speaks, you know, really well, and she's like I think maybe like 10 or something. So her voice became really powerful. She was invited to speak at the Women's March. So I don't know if any of you have seen all that. And it's really neat that Ed Mack said, you know what, I'm going to put her on this big old mural and shed light to what she has done. You know, she's become a voice of the community. And so again, and I know, I've heard that these rings represent something about her story. I don't know what it is exactly. I can't remember. Something about her family. But yeah, again, so you guys all kind of came up with, you know, the same idea. So this is not spelling anything. It's not writing anything, right? There's nobody here telling you about it. When you go to this park, it's just beautiful. You get to see this image. And if you pay close attention, it's telling you something. It's expressing something, right? So that's the visual communication. And you might not see this as an activism piece. You know, you're just gonna think, oh, look at this pretty mural. That's pretty dope. Little girl holding the earth. But because of her work, because of her own activism, it is a form of artivism, right? It's in a very subtle way. Yeah. Oh, I thought you raised your hand. Questions, comments? So this one's actually telling you stuff. You know, you got some messages in there. Same concept, the flower. This one, can anybody read what's behind the picture? I'm going to end it with this one because there's more. Because this is actually a really good one. These are two, this is the same artist as Matt and Retina, and they are both spray can guys, millionaires now, believe it or not. Millionaire for you guys. There's lettering in the back. Can you guys see that? What does that spell?
J-S.
J, what else? S. There's an S. What else? Was that a black card? Okay, so now what is this right here? Who is she? Do you recognize her? Because that's going to give you the clue of what it says in the back.
Justice.
Justice, yes. It says justice in the back. That says justice, so it's in his own, it's his own graffiti style. Who is this? Who is this woman? Yes, it's Lady Justice. Time. That's her. So Lady Justice represents equality, right? When you go to court or when you see legal things, you see the scales, and you see Lady Justice. That's who she is. She's blindfolded because it's supposed to represent the equality for anyone, regardless of their background and that's why she's blind. I think the sword is like strength, and then here's the equal scale, so that's what that is. So this one spells out justice, but the font is not really legible. It took us a while, right? So if you don't know his artwork, you're not going to see it right away. But yeah, that's what that is. So we're going to be creating some messages of our own. You're going to get to pick a subject of your own, something that you're passionate about, maybe something that you saw on the agenda, maybe something that you're already working on, something that hits home. We want it to be, something that's positive that you fight for, a cause. That's probably the key word, cause, that you believe in. We have special guests. I'm going to turn it over to them, just have them talk about what they're going to do. This is Jemima and Vince, coming all the way from Fresno, and they're part of Laguna Collective. What's up?
Hey guys, what's up?
You guys can come over here. So they have some really cool stuff to do with us.
How's everyone doing? This is my first time in Avenal this year.
I just visited last week, so yeah, thanks for having us here. But
So the canvases, these folks are like mad humble. Like you guys have no idea. I'm a huge fan of what they have done, what they are doing, all of their work, and I think probably the thing that has really, that stands out for me is them making a strong impact in the zine scene. What is a zine? Tell us what the zine is.
so we actually just opened our studio/store in downtown Fresno called 1418. And what we do is help people create their own zines. And what a zine is just anything that's like self-published books. So it could just really just be like your simple copy paper, just folded in half, and then just writings in it. So what we try to do is hold workshops and show people that your voice matters through printed media. I have like a PowerPoint.
Oh,
I
okay.
can like show.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
And if what we could do is we could keep presenting while they're creating.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
we'll
good.
do that. Yeah, so the zine is a small publishing that is DIY, do it yourself. So you don't need a whole bunch of money. You don't need a big old company to like print your stories or your whatever it is. Some people, I saw a zine on potatoes. It was
Yeah, and it was-
like just because I love potatoes and put all the potatoes out like
Potatoes.
cars.
But I mean, zines is also another way to share your ideas, your experiences in a very personal way without having to spend a lot of money. So what it separates it from, social media, which is very instant gratification kind of thing. But when you make a zine, you really put your art, your design, your thoughts into it. It's kind of like you're printing your own blog, but you're sharing it to the
that's
world.
really good, yeah.
Right, so we definitely have met so many wonderful people in this community making their own zines. And if that's something that you're interested in, we love helping people.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna bring them back in the future just for that.
Yeah.
Like, where the whole focus is making the zine, because it takes longer. It takes a lot more time and dedication. So,
yeah,
we're gonna be back. So
but we're also here to assist Eric with the projects today, so we're excited to, generate ideas that you have. I know Avenal is a very unique place, just like Fresno is a unique place. There's definitely like different ideas that you think of living here, but we're here to help. So I'm Jemima, and this is, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and so now with the canvases, we have some art tools. You have pencils, you could start sketching if you'd like. We have a little bit of spray paint if you want to splash some spray paint on there. I'm going to take a group of people outside. We're going to split up. We'll do half and half. The spray paint is just like a little base coat, just to add a few colors to your background or whatever. We have more. We have more than those too. And then we have markers, so you could use markers. We have different sizes, tons of colors. And then we also have some magazines and, were you able to get the scissors? Did you bring scissors?
I brought some scissors.
You brought some? Just in case.
Magazines are.
Oh, okay.
But we also have cutting boards if you like.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. So we were gonna bring magazines, and I had a bunch of old ones, and my wife told me that was garbage. But you do the collages, you cut stuff out. It's kind of neat to do that. But we'll do without. We have tons of other stuff. We have the spray and the markers. So we're gonna split up right now into 50-50. Like whoever wants to spray, I'll take them, and then we'll rotate. Just before we do that, does anybody have any ideas of a message that they might want to express, or an idea? I want to hear from you, because, and actually, oh yeah, that'd be dope for sure. And right before we leave, we maybe we'll have you present on it. If you want to keep working on it through lunch, we can do that. It'll be your lunch. We'll come back. I don't know what. We want to try to display them for the final presentation. So, any ideas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Families stay together.
Families
Staying together. Okay, so families. Nice. I like that. That is a lot. It's a really strong thing to have a foundation at home that helps with everything else. Yes?
Big dreams.
Big dreams. Excellent. Big dreams.
And just think about like the news too, like what you're hearing on the news and things like that. Like just kind of like a reaction to like what you see on the media too.
Or even what's going on in your
In
community.
your own community too.
Yes. What's going on in your own community? What are the issues that you might be working or dealing
Things that are
with?
affecting you.
Anyone else?
And if you don't have ideas, if you don't like, you can pick one of these.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyone else? Ideas that you might want to start with?
I see you thinking of some stuff. You're stirring up that pot.
Yeah.
That pot of ideas
A lot
is
of water
stirring up.
and agriculture driving in.
Like food, water.
Food, water.
Water is very important. This is how we live, and right now, we have a lot of issues with privatizing water. So that's important. Living essentially.
Totally.
Water, food. Anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living life.
Living life.
Living life.
Yes. Yes.
That's true. There's a lot of
Appreciating life.
living, appreciating it.
As you're looking at these ideas and your brain is like, what should I do? You can come up with, I like to look around and see if I find any influences. I see some art up there, I see some
Right.
random designs, I see some lettering. Think of the visuals that could help you with this message. You could include text. I showed you a lot of examples that communicate without text, but you can include text, one word or a poem, or
Yeah.
that's really, really big.
So the big symbols are flowers, right? So what other symbolic things do you think might add to the meaning of your artwork? So we have flowers, we also have colors too, we can pick colors. So usually a lot of people use red. This is very powerful color to add to your artwork. So you can also add colors, some symbolism.
Yeah. Yeah, so colors.
Can you describe mine?
What's that?
Doors,
Oh, I see the
Opening.
doors. Yeah, I see that. They're opening.
that's a dream.
Nice.
A big
I
dream
like
from
that.
Avenal.
I like that. So we're gonna hand out some markers, and the pencils are just for you to kind of doodle, and then we have these other materials here. Who wants to spray paint? I'll take 6, 7 people outside to do a little bit of spraying really fast. Yeah. Good question. Question. Who is that? How many people? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna
They
take the
gonna
first
do it
group
on
of
what?
people.
What are they gonna, on what?
I'm gonna, you get to spray paint on your canvas a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be really fast, so, just go.
You're gonna get dirty, bro.
Great idea.
Okay.
Maybe later. Yeah, it'll be
Yeah, come
fun.
back.
I kind of want to.
So our breakers, and we'll just have them spray, and then you guys can, we're using the big ones first.
Okay.
For that, and then these are the backups. We have all these markers.
Okay.
I gotta start doing that. Pretty sure it's all I play a lot of instrumental music. Might be
Do you guys
tricky.
want to start with a color here? Like,
I
you
do
wanna
that
start
because
with
I don't like cuss words in the music.
You want-
So if there is one in there, I apologize in advance. Probably
You guys wanna start with a
not as
color?
bad as the radio anyway. Okay, so 6 people, come with me
Pick one.
to spray paint. And then we'll be
Yeah,
back
for
in.
now to start with.
Yeah, we're gonna spray outside and then we'll come back. So we have 1, 2, we have 3 or 4. Okay, who are you with? Is that your?
There's also more there.
Alright, so then, can you tag along with us so that? And then, yeah, we're gonna go to the 2 tables up there with the blue.
There's a table right here.
And then, we're
Would
gonna leave
you
this
like to
here.
try this out?
So that way you can like, you know.
We'll rotate. No, yeah, you can bring it, because we're gonna decorate on it. I'll show
Yeah,
you.
you kind of want to.
Just 8, Chris?